Hello, Brushing and Montrose Book Fair 2021. I'm here to say first, to present myself, I'm author Margareth Stewart. I'm originally from Italy, but I'm often in Montrose as a retreat and also to write. First, I want to talk to you about the backstage of The Blue Butterfly Was Red-Blooded. That was a video series, that was released last year. And this year, I'm transforming this series into a book, which is going to be in January 2022 in Montrose. I would also like to tell you about the video series, which was both challenging and new to me. Challenging because I want to get back to the oral tradition of telling stories. So I did that in 14 days, consecutive days, and I recorded every night an episode. And the second challenging thing which I did to myself was not having a script. I know that is big challenge. So you can see in the episode, I sometimes stop because I have to think what I'm going to say next. And that is exactly what I tried to get back to, which was nighttime, and when my grandmother would come to bed and tell us stories. There were not any fairy tales, and she didn't get any books to tell her stories. They were basically about witches, and there was a bad guy who would come with a big litter bag, and if he didn't behave, he could put a child into this litter bag, and it was quite scary story, and she would tell us again and again. So this was the oral tradition story, which I really wanted to get back to. And there was a mix of fiction and non-fiction, which is actually what I've been researching, because I have an old saying with me that there's more fiction in non-fiction, in true stories, and more true stories in fiction than we ever think of. And this is a story that she used to tell us, and then we were very small, like 5-6 years old, me, my brothers, cousins, and everybody. And they always had a great touch of fantasy. And also, that's also what I try to portray in The Blue Butterfly Was Red-Blooded. So it was this mix of, she would get somebody that we know of, and she would mix the story with the guy with the litter bag. And we would immediately fall asleep. We didn't remember the whole story. But that created a great impact into myself, my being. And she didn't follow any books at all, nothing. She would never read. She had studied, but not that much. She had worked in the fields, so she was not very skilled in, just reading and miming this kind of sentence and that. So she would really recreate with her own words. And that's what I did. And the fact that I did not know, I had no idea previously where the story would lead me and what would be the outcome, the result, if it was like 14 episodes, if it would finish in the 13. That was really that I wanted to get back to that, to the surprise effect, to the not knowing the end of the story. And that to the suspense. And I think that's what I try to do, and at least in this video. I didn't want to go over and do it in a better shape, which I could, but I didn't. I want that intimacy, that sensation of telling a story for the first time, and the whole fascination and the whole magic and the whole potential that comes with it. And of course we can retell it. And every time that I retell it, I change it a little bit. And it was just what she did. So that's the backstage of my video series, like The Blue Butterfly was Red-Blooded. You can find under my name, Monica Mastrantonio. But I have this pen name, Margareth Stewart, because my name is really too much Italian, and I really love telling the stories in English. It's the way that I feel more intimate and freer to tell the stories I want to tell. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope to be in person next year at the book fair. Bye-bye.